Welcome to this video clip about research results from the LLL project on lifelong learning, innovation, growth and human capital tracks in Europe. My name is Ulrik Brandi and I will present to you briefly our results regarding effective lifelong learning strategies as they are employed at an enterprise level and how such strategies influence enterprises' learning capacity in their strive towards value creation and high performance.
In doing so, we've triangulated three sources: past empirical research, our own empirical research carried out between 2012 and 2015 through semi-structured interviews and questionnaires, as well as results from the European company surveys of 2009 and 2013.
The ways in which different kinds of learning opportunities, understood as human resource practices, are enacted in enterprises is linked to available arrangements of specific systems, structures, values, processes and resources mediated by learning. The research and analytical synthesis address three interrelated areas of lifelong learning in enterprises, identified as imperatives in high-performing work systems: skills development, learning systems and incentives, and work design and the organization of work.
Regarding skills development, results show that the highest valued employee skills are soft skills. Yet for the most part, there is a focus on the development of skills that explicitly contribute to new business formation and financial bottom lines, in ways that are also fast and on demand. We found that it is primarily the individual's role to prompt learning in the workplace, with the exception of induction processes and industry standards or regulatory training and development. We have also noted that enterprise size has a significant effect on provisions of learning opportunities.
On learning systems and incentives, findings indicate that enterprises strive for a balance between the use of systematic and ad hoc arrangements. Transactional and traditional compensation elements are very much in place, particularly in larger enterprises. Nevertheless, the implementation of incentives that respond to intrinsic needs, such as offering interesting and challenging work, being flexible, setting up work organization that is structured along teams, and fostering a sense of belonging and ownership, also in positive atmosphere, are essential to attracting and keeping desired staff. Negative motivators still characterize incentives for work, yet these cannot be relied on for growth, and are therefore not long-term strategies to be used. Though socioeconomic factors play a significant role in dissolving these incentive practices.
On learning systems and incentives, findings indicate that enterprises strive for a balance between the use of systematic and ad hoc arrangements. Transactional and traditional compensation elements are very much in place, particularly in larger enterprises. Nevertheless, the implementation of incentives that respond to intrinsic needs, such as offering interesting and challenging work, being flexible, setting up work organization that is structured along teams, and fostering a sense of belonging and ownership, also in a positive atmosphere, are essential to attracting and keeping desired staff. Negative motivators still characterize incentives for work, yet these cannot be relied on for growth, and are therefore not long-term strategies to be used, though socioeconomic factors play a significant role in dissolving these incentive practices.
In relation to work design and the organization of work, results demonstrate that having a human resource department or designated human resource person helps systemize human resource practices. Paralleling this trend, especially in larger enterprises, are increased hierarchy and distinction in status between employees and ranks, which do not foster responsiveness to on-demand work-related needs. Optimistically, a slight majority of research participants report their work as being very or extremely challenging, and that they assume decision-making power over the work design, and that a good proportion of work is being organized through teams. An examination of conflicts and challenges reveals that stress and burnouts are still chief problems, followed by communication breakdowns, conflicts with clients, frustration with workloads, and conflicts between management and staff. Affecting this aspect of human resource practices are contextual forces that require further exploration. Findings and analysis have led us to model an understanding of value creation as actualized enterprise lifelong learning capacity, in which the affective dimension of human resource practices can draw from behavioral learning approaches in enacting changes to learning systems and incentives. The cognitive dimension of human resource practices can apply cognitive and action learning principles to address skill development. And the structural dimension of human resource practices can use social-cultural learning elements to enact innovations in work design and the organization of work. For each, developments may be achieved in ways that affect transactional, tradition, and/or transformational human resource practices in an enterprise's quest towards actualizing enterprise lifelong learning capacity and thereby marshalling value creation.
For more information, please read our thematic report, Effective Lifelong Learning Strategies and Value Creation at the Enterprise Level, which can be downloaded from the Light in Europe website.